Hi, my name is Christy Taylor. This is Let's Chat. Thank you for joining me. If you are new to the show, thank you guys for tuning in. Please come back and visit with us every Sunday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you are coming back and hanging with us and you're a returning visitor, thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for coming to chat with me. We always have such a good time. So the goal of the show is to entertain, enlighten, and to empower. I will say that each and every show because I want people to know that that is what's on my mind when I bring forth any information or anything that I share with you guys. That is the goal. You know how usually if you're at a church and they're like welcoming the visitors and they say not the goal of the church, but the purpose, not the purpose, the something of the church is to blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm saying to you. The goal of the show is to enlighten, empower, and encourage you guys. I would like to I always ask you guys a favor. If you can, on your bottom left, click share so that we can get more people, invite others in the world to come into our world and have a good conversation with us. If you're new to the show, you will notice me look over here to my left quite often. This is kind of like I'm my own cameraman. So this is me looking at the set, making sure that I'm interacting. This is where I can see you all's live comments, and it opens up a conversation. It allows for me to, interact with you guys. Over here to the right is my little itty bitty laptop. This is kind of like my teleprompter. It has like all my notes on it. So I work it out, y'all. I work it out every Sunday, and I enjoy doing it. Again, thank you guys for watching. So I have a good show. I may be biased. I think my shows are good every Sunday. So today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you guys this healthy snack. They're called apple slice cookies. I will mention what I'm drinking. It's strawberry infused water. We talked about infused waters last week and some of the benefits, very great benefits of infused water. So I'm still drinking my water, you guys, and I did strawberry again. I'm going to be talking to you guys about, I don't know if it's just me, but when people say they're vegan or they like to eat gluten-free or organic or natural, I don't know the difference. I don't quite have a handle on the difference, and now I know, so I'm going to share it with you guys. If you're anything like me, you're like, well, what's the difference? Do you eat meat? Okay, does that include, we're going to be talking about that. And then we're going to be talking about getting her done. Getting it done. The recipe for just getting it, whatever your it is, done. Okay, so let's get started with the snack. I'm trying to be healthier. I have a terrible sweet tooth. Like, it's ridiculous. Oreos, cake, like candy sometimes, but it's usually I'm huge on cake and cookies. But I'm trying to be more healthy and get back into my working out. And so I'm trying to look for healthier snacks, like for my sweet tooth. So here's one that I came across, you guys, obviously on Pinterest. So we're going to call this my Pinterest interest. It's called apple slice cookies. Should I pick one up? Watch, when I pick one up, everything's going to fall off. So they're apple slice cookies. Crap, I left the bag of. What you do is slice an apple. They're not that thick, maybe like a ½ inch to 1 inch, however thick you want them. So you slice the apple. Of course, the peanut's falling off. You put peanut butter on there, or I've never had Nutella. I don't know how healthy Nutella is. I have a feeling it's not, but it's completely up to you. For this recipe, it says to put peanut butter on here, and then it calls for individual ingredients. Where's my towel, guys? I usually have one down here. It calls for coconut flakes and walnuts and mini chocolate chips. I decided to take the easy way out and get a bag of trail mix. And my trail mix has regular peanuts, craisins, raisins, what are these little seeds? Sunflower seeds, and I think pistachio seeds as well. All in one big old bag for $2.99. So I just put my peanut butter on there and I shook it out on there. And so now I have these healthy, I feel bad calling them cookies because they are so not cookies. I think they're just called cookies because they're round, but they are called apple slice cookies. I haven't tried them. I'm going to take a little bite now. I mean, it's good. It's good. it's good. And I feel okay eating it because it's healthy. So I think I'm going to make that one of the kids' new snacks too. You guys know with the kids, I try to be healthy, but sometimes out of convenience, I'll grab a bag of chips or a couple of cookies. I really don't buy a lot of sweets, but when I do, that's what they get, something quick. This is good. I would have to slice the apples in advance, and then I would probably let them put the peanut butter, but it's literally red apple, peanut butter, and whatever you want to put on top. I did the trail mix. And I told you guys already what I'm drinking. So there's your healthy snack. Hopefully you like it. If not, it's okay. At least try it. If you subscribe to my website, I will put the recipe to those in there. I have a newsletter that I'm going to be sending out before the end of the month. Every month I'm going to send a newsletter out. Some months I'll send more than one newsletter out, but I'm definitely going to send one newsletter that contains the good meaty stuff from all of the shows for that month. So these will be in February's newsletter. Okay? All right. Who else is on here? Hi. If I didn't say hi and you weren't here when I said hi, hello. So let's get to my current event. I do a current event every week. It's usually something that's either interesting, that's going to make you say, wow, that's going to be like, oh my gosh. This current event was more for myself. I thought I would share it with you. So as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, you hear a lot of people say, well, I only eat natural or I only eat organic. You see organic, all natural and all that on the front of the packaging of foods, gluten-free, vegan. I know people who are vegan, people who have to eat things that are only gluten-free. I mean, there's all kinds of things out there that I eat everything. I'm not allergic to anything. My doctor hasn't told me I need to stop eating anything. So I don't have really any dietary restrictions, other than some that maybe I would put on myself every now and then, like, okay, slow up on the pasta, slow up on the bread, which I actually don't really eat too much of anymore. But I just wanted to have a better understanding of what these mean. So I'm going to share them with you. When something says it's natural, it means that the food has undergone a minimum of processing or treatment with preservatives. Okay? So it's gone under, it doesn't say it's without, it's gone under a minimum. So there's still processing and there's still, and there are preservatives if it's natural. So I know a lot of times I'll see, where do I see natural on? I've seen natural on oatmeal. There's natural on a lot of packaging, but I feel like lately there's been more organic. Organic says, organic produce and other ingredients are grown without the use of pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, sewage sludge, gross, genetically modified organisms, or ionizing radiation. Animals that produce meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy products do not take antibiotics or growth hormones. So if you're eating organic, that means it doesn't have any of all that stuff. That's actually pretty gross that I read that out loud. And that the animals that produce the meat, animals that produce meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy products do not take antibiotics or growth hormones. So, it's been on the news. It's not even just lately, just like over the last few years, that a lot of meats, they give the animals steroids and growth hormones. Organic doesn't have any of that in there. And you guys, in order for these things to be stamped with certain words, they do have to be approved by the USDA. So if it has organic, they have to have gone through approval before they are allowed to put organic on the packaging. Vegan, if you are vegan. So I know a few people that are vegan. Here's the thing. I'm going to read to you guys what vegan is. And then I'll tell you what my experience with people who are vegan. Okay? So it says vegan is, if someone is vegan, they are a person who does not eat or use animal products. Okay? A plant-based diet avoiding all animals such as meat, including fish, shellfish, and insects. So I know some people who say that they're vegan will eat fish and seafood. This says it includes fish, shellfish, which means shrimp and crab, and insects, dairy, eggs, and honey, as well as products like leather and anything tested on animals. So it's a plant-based diet who avoids all of the meats, including the shellfish and regular fish. It includes you're not eating dairy, you're not eating eggs, you're not eating honey. But also the other part of it is you don't mess with products that have like leather or anything tested on animals. So if you are vegan, I don't know, is there such thing as like partial vegan, like people who are vegan but you have a leather jacket on or you carry a leather purse? I don't know the difference. I'm just going by the definition, and then I'm thinking like, I think it just is, you make it to what fits for you. So some people probably just do the food part of vegan, like they follow that it's plant-based, and then they still wear leather purses, leather jackets. Completely up to you. I didn't know. I always got confused with vegan. And then the gluten-free. Gluten-free means it does not contain gluten. Gluten is a substance present in cereal grains, especially wheat, that is responsible for the elastic texture of dough. A mixture of two proteins, it causes illness in people with celiac disease. So anything with like wheat, I know they have gluten-free everything now. Literally, there's like, you can get gluten-free pizza. Like at all the restaurants, a lot of the restaurants have really, I feel like they've done a really good job with making sure that they have gluten-free options. And when they don't, they probably hear about it, and shortly after they do. I know in the grocery store, there are some grocery stores have entire aisles are just gluten-free products, which I think is wonderful because someone doesn't have to like go all over the place looking is gluten-free stuff. I mean, I think regardless of which one you do or if you don't do any at all, it's very important to read the labels on your food. So I did read an article when I was researching this that said, you know, use a magnifying glass, look at the labels. If you cannot pronounce the items that are, or the ingredients in your food, most likely it's a chemical and you shouldn't get it. So I thought that it was important for me to understand, because I'm like, what do you mean? Okay, so you're a vegan and then you're a vegetarian. So you both can eat fish, but vegan says you're not supposed to eat fish. I don't know. Now I know. I've educated myself. And I think, like I said, when it comes down to it, it's just whatever. You don't really have to put a label on it, to be honest with you. You can just say, I don't eat this or I eat this. If you're going to someone's house, someone's cooking for you, just let them know. Don't just be like, I'm vegan, because there's different definitions. Everyone makes up their own definition at times. So say, you know, I don't eat dairy. I don't eat shellfish. I don't eat meat. I don't do honey. You know, let people know for sure what you eat and what you don't eat. Hopefully that was informational for you guys. If it wasn't, I apologize. I just really needed to know the difference in all of those. I'm going to come over to the comment. Uncle Ronald. Uncle Ronald, my uncle is not happy with my hair. So if you all know me, you know, usually up until last week, I'm all natural hair, and my hair is big. I have a big curly afro. I do different hairstyles to it. So my uncle keeps asking me, and I've been meaning to call him. Sorry about the side note. What I did to my hair, Uncle Ronald, this is not my hair. The front part is that I blended. This is just a sew-in. My hair is corn-rolled underneath. Okay, so don't worry. I'm still natural. I'm so sorry that it's upset you. I'm still natural. I just wanted to do a protective hairstyle. If you're natural, you get it. If you're newly natural, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's really good to do a protective hairstyle on your hair, so you're not touching, especially if you want length, so you're not touching your hair, your natural hair too much. You got to give it a break. So it's corn rolled underneath. I'm not touching it. I'm not twisting it. And I did a sew-in. So Uncle Ronald, my hair is still there. This will be out in probably about 3 weeks, and you'll be able to see my beautiful afro. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you're concerned. I still have my afro. This is his third time asking me. Hey Courtney, you said your grandmother is vegan. How long has she been vegan? I have a couple of friends that are vegan. Well, two people that I know of that are like vegan. And I think both for the same reason. A lot of times people go to vegan or gluten-free because it's doctor's orders. Some people do it just to live a healthier lifestyle. So there are different reasons. But I do know a couple of people, and there are more and more people that are either gluten-free or vegan. Not so much vegetarians anymore. It's just like, because I guess I should have looked up the vegetarian thing, because now I don't know. I think vegetarians are saying they only eat veggies, but I'm pretty sure there's some type of loophole or but I can eat fish thing. Your grandfather all your life, really? That's so interesting, because it's not a new thing, but it's very popular, like over the last, I want to say 5-10 years, not even 10. It's a lot of people are becoming vegan. So the fact that your grandfather's been vegan your whole life, I think is very interesting, and he's probably very healthy. I know he's very handsome. Are becoming vegan. Oh no! The fact that your grandfather's been vegan. Thanks for joining, Courtney. I didn't see you earlier, hon. Are you vegan at all? Do you eat any? Is there anyone else in your family that's vegan, or is it just your grandfather? I think it's very interesting. I'm not vegan. I've never been. Like I said earlier, I just kind of take certain things out of my diet. All right, I'm going to do. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Just him. Okay. No health issues? I bet he doesn't. A lot of people, I don't think that there's a negative, there's not anything negative about these things, about eating all natural only or organic, vegan or gluten-free. I feel like going any of these routes, you would have less or no health issues when it comes to your body. Probably sleep better, probably feel better. I know I have heard people say that taking gluten alone out of their diet gives them more energy. It makes them feel, after they finish eating, they don't feel groggy. They don't feel like they want to take a nap. They still have their energy. So there are some benefits to all of these. There are some benefits to all of these. And there are people who do like just seafood diet, and it's just whatever works best for your body and whatever your health goal is, right? Okay, that was really good. I still think I have more to learn. There are some really good recipes out there for vegans, for all of these, but because I have two friends that are vegan, I've been seeing their recipes and they look really, really good. Life's not over if your doctor tells you need to become vegan. There are, all kinds of things that you can eat. So, the chat segment for the day is called The Recipe for Getting Her Done. I decided for just basically getting it done, whatever your it is. There is a recipe for it. And it could be your goals, it could be projects, it could be life moves. But I decided I wanted to, because I do some of these things, I decided we should have a conversation about getting her done. So, and I wanted to call it Getting Her Done. My husband, I was like, is that too corny? He's like, just say it, it's cute. First things first. Let me rewind. When I say getting it done, it's kind of sort of like, I'm going to have something that you've been meaning to do. And I'm not saying something, you know what, it can be a big project, it can be a small project, it could be short-term goal, it could be a long-term goal, whatever your it is. Hopefully these tips will help you get it done, okay? Turn the heat off for me. Okay, so first things first, you need to figure out what exactly you need to get done. Leave it alone. What exactly you need to get done? Do you want to fix your credit? Do you want to purchase a home? Is it a career move? Is it you want to finish your degree? Is it a book that you've been wanting to write? Is it a movie or a short film that you've been wanting to create? That, whatever your it is, you need to decide what exactly your it is, okay? What exactly do you need to get done, okay? You want to create a prioritized list of items that you want to get done, because you may not have just one. I don't think I've ever had just one goal or one thing that I'm like, I got to get that done. I need to get that done, okay? So you want to not just make a list, but a prioritized list, okay? Priority, I'm going to give you guys some definitions today. Priority, a thing that is regarded as more important than another. So the most important item at the top, and then you just go down from there. You want to prioritize your list of what it is that you need to get done. It gives some kind of structure to your goal, okay? It also helps you to measure your success as you go. So for each item that you put on the list, put a step 1 just as you go. Just put a step 1 just to get started, so that you're not just, you make a list and you're done. Nope. Make your list and say, okay, step 1 for this is ... okay? You can always go back and add steps later. For example, if one of your things that you've been meaning to get done is to finish your degree. Say you have 2 classes left to finish your degree. Step 1 would be find out what exactly you need to get that degree. Contact whatever school you need to, that you're getting your degree from, and make sure, because this happened to me. I had 2 classes left to finish my degree. I contacted the school. They told me that the curriculum has now changed. You now have to take 3 classes. Of course, I fought it, and in the end, they allowed for me to stick with my original curriculum. But don't just guess, because things change, especially if it's been a few years. Things change. So the step 1 for if you want to finish your degree, contact the school. Hey, I want to finish my degree. What do I need to do? How many classes? What classes? Okay. If you were purchasing a home, step 1 would be look at your credit report. Make sure your credit report is straight. If your goal is to fix your credit, print out. There's so many places you can get a free credit report. Print out your credit report. Those are just a few examples of step 1s that you're going to do. So after you decide what exactly you need to get done, you're going to prioritize that list, and you're going to put a step 1 for each item on that list. Okay? Then you're going to create a plan of action for each item. Definition of plan, and I'm just giving you guys these definitions because I thought it would be important to just spell it out, so that's how it clicks for me. Okay, definition for plan is a set of actions that have been thought of as a way to do or achieve something. So here we're trying to achieve something, so we need a plan. We need a plan of action. Okay, the plan of action is, what do I need to do to get this done? So first we were saying just prioritize a list of what you need to get done. Now you want to give the steps. What do I need to do to get those things done? Okay. I say this works for me. It may not work for you. Just do the old-fashioned way. Create a to-do list, a checklist. I use Evernote for my checklists because, number 1, it's free. I've upgraded, but they do have a free version. And they literally have a place on there where you can select a checkbox. You can select that and then put what number 1 on your checklist. Select it. And then you can go back and actually click in that box. Oh my God, I forgot that the heat was on, and now I was yelling because the heat was on. Sorry. You can go back and click on that box, and it will actually put a check mark in there for you. There's an app if you want to use the Evernote app, and you can use it on your computer. I think if you're doing the free version, you can do 2 devices maybe, so a laptop and an app. But you want to make a checklist. Or you can just write it old-fashioned, a to-do list. If you have a dry erase board at home in your office, you can write it there. Completely up to you. The action of checking the item, to me, I feel like just being able to check something off is encouragement for you to go to the next step. So if you weren't physically checking it off, you're just like, I got to do this. Okay, I did it. Okay, what do I have to do next? But if you have a checklist, something that you can visualize, you can see, and you say you have 5 steps and you check off the first step, be like, boom, 4 left. Check out the second one, 3 left. It just, to me, it motivates you to continue on. Okay. They always say that to do the easiest thing first. So on your list of priorities, maybe get the easy things off first. And again, that goes back to being able to scratch it off and say you did it, and motivating you to go on to those things that are a little more challenging. All right. So you're going to create a plan of action for each item. Like I said, a to-do checklist is old-fashioned. It's perfect. But you want to make sure that you detail your checklist on every step. All right. And then you want to make sure you establish a routine. Definition of routine: a sequence of actions regularly followed by a fixed program. Okay. So it's a sequence of actions regularly followed, not every now and then, regularly followed. So set a specific schedule that works best for you. It depends on what your it is. If it's school, you're going back to school, you can set days that work best for you for studying, or hours. So say you are a morning person, you get up at usually 7 to go to work. If you are early bird like I am, get up at 6 and do your studying at 6, because you're going back to school. You do not, and you do not want to fail this class, right? If you're one of your goals, I'm just going to use the same examples, the credit. If you're trying to work on your credit, maybe the first Sunday of each month, revisit what you have done so far, what steps you've taken so far towards that goal or whatever you're trying to get done. So just get a routine, make a routine so that you can regularly, so it doesn't just like you're excited about it real quick and then you're out. I actually have this planner. This is a 2016-2017 planner. They have these at Michael's. I think this is called the Happy Planner. And you guys, it's awesome. It's January through December. This has positive stuff in it. Y'all know I'm all about that. But it has the whole calendar month, but then it also breaks it down into weeks. So this is 1 week, and these are the days of that week. And then here's like morning, afternoon, evening. You can put that stuff, anything that you're planning on doing, in there. It helps you to, I'm going to see if I wanted to show you guys my, look. I mean, you don't have to get stickers and stuff, but I have stickers in mine because it makes it more fun. But that was my little birthday sticker. But get you a planner if you can. You don't have to. Planners are really, really good for this, though, because you're writing, like I have stuff all the way through April so far. But it goes all the way through. There's extra notes sections in the back if you need to put notes. There's all kinds of planners. I have this planner. I have another planner that I use. Actually, the other planner I use is a goals planner. So something like this, I will put in a goals planner. It really, 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 really is helpful. It breaks it down to what is your goal, short-term goal, how are you going to get to that goal? Basically what we're going over right now. So if you can, I got that off of Amazon for less than $20. Maybe next Sunday I'll show it to you guys real quick. But you want to establish a routine. If you're finishing school, like I said, set certain study times and hours. The purpose is to set intentional time aside. That's what the routine is. Set intentional time aside. Scribble it in your calendar. Put a reminder in your phone on every Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. I'm going to do this. I'm going to research this. I'm going to work towards this. Whatever your it is, that's what you want to make sure you work to. Routine leads to consistency, and it also hopefully will lead you to discipline. Just disciplining yourself to stick with it until you have checked it off your list. Okay. And then finally, let's go over, hold on. Before I say the last one, the first one is you're going to ask yourself what exactly you need to get done. You're going to, number 2, prioritize a list of items. Make a list of everything you want to get done. Sometimes it could just be one. Pay your car off. You know, how would you want to pay your car off faster? Say you want your car to be paid off by the end of this year. Okay, how am I going to go about that? My car payment is this much. In order for me to reach this goal, I need to do 1.5 car payments. Or when I get my income tax back, half of that's going to go to my car payments. Okay, so prioritize a list of items that you want to get done, and then make sure you add a step 1 just to get started of exactly how the step you're going to take towards getting that done. Okay, then you're going to create a plan of action for each item. Like I just gave you the example of paying your car off. What are you going to do to pay your car off? After you've done the first part, you're going to double up on car payments. Maybe you're going to get a second part-time job, a weekend job, or, do gigs to just help pay that car payment off. But you're going to create a plan of action. Then you're going to establish your routine. Okay. And then finally, let me see what you guys are saying over here. I don't want to go too fast without interacting. Before I get to the last, I think the last part's one of the most important, to be honest with you. Let's see. trying to see anything else I have heard about people who are. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving any comments out. Finally, and how to get her done is get support. You cannot do it alone. Going back to, and when I say support, I mean someone you can cry to, someone who's going to celebrate with you, someone who's going to encourage you, someone who possibly have already done that journey, someone who's already purchased their first home and this is you trying to purchase your first home, or someone who's had to fix their credit and mend their credit, and there's some things, some tips that they could possibly give you. So make sure you have a good support system. If you are married, your significant other, you may have to have a conversation with them like, babe, I need to do this for me. I need your support. I know with me, when I went back to school, I was taking 2 or 3 classes. I was working full time, and I had to take 2 or 3 classes like during the week. 2 during the week, 1 on Sundays after church. So my husband had to, and he was very good with this, you guys, such a supportive husband. He took care of like dinner, because I was going straight from work. I would go from work to school, to class in the evening at George Mason University. And so he would make sure the kids, showered and took care of dinner. Sundays after church, they would drop me off at class. He would go entertain the kids, and they would come back and pick me up. If you have a significant other, I sat the kids down and told them, we had a family meeting. Mommy's going to go back to school. I need you guys to make sure you remind me to do my homework, just to make them a part of it, because it is a team effort. You have to make sure you have a good support system, someone that's going to lift you up, not anyone who's going to be like, girl, it is not even worth it. I already have my career, and that's just extra money. Or, guy, I don't know. I mean, why do you need to pay your car note off fast? I mean, it's not like you're going to be, they're going to penalize you for, you know what I mean? For paying it on time. You don't need like naysayers and negative people in your life. I think I've gotten rid of all the negative people out of my life who would have said like something negative, who always had something to say. It makes it that much easier, and it makes it that much encouraging to get your whatever you need to get done. When you don't have negative people in your life, when you have people that are supportive of you, it's really, really, really important. I feel like that's one of the most important things in this whole chat today, is to make sure you have a good support system. Okay? Hi. It's okay that you're late, Carol. I was like, where's my Carol? It's okay. I missed you. Thanks for joining. I don't know if you missed the other parts, but you can always go back and watch. You guys, I have a business spotlight. I shared with you guys last week. I want to share the same business spotlight. Now, if you're new to the show, I have dedicated a part of my show to support others, because that is my heart. I love to support people. It gives me joy. That's how I met Carol. Just support. I saw her on Facebook that she had a new business, and I wanted to reach out to her and let her know, congratulations, I believe in you, and can I let everyone else know about your business? So I usually have a business spotlight. It's usually supporting businesses and ventures. We've had homemade soaps, vegan and gluten-free soap, I think it was, since we were talking about that earlier. But today I wanted to do the same one that I did last week, and it was in support of one of my good friends, Rachel Reyes, who I've known since 8th grade. She has 4 boys, and the baby boy is about 4 months old. He's actually in the hospital, and he's awaiting for surgery. His surgery is next month. He was born with, they have a GoFundMe page, and they are almost actually to their goal. That's awesome. He was born with VSD, ventricular septal defect, and he has to have surgery. I know last week when I spoke to you guys, he had like 4 episodes in less than 24 hours. So I just felt in my heart that I needed to, reach out to you guys again. If you guys can give, that's awesome. If you can't, say prayers. Here is baby boy with his hands a little low. Here he is. His name is Jordan. So if you pray, make sure you mention his name in your prayer. If you can give on the GoFundMe page, I can put that in. Actually, I'll put that in right now, you guys. I'll put that in so you guys can, if you would like. If you guys would like to give, I can go ahead and put that in here. But also, you guys, I'm looking for other businesses to support. I have one that's on hold that I'm waiting for her to get back to me. Her business is doing so awesome that she does not have anything in inventory. She wanted me to wait until she did to talk about her on the show, which is cool. I totally get it because I do want you guys to order from her. Here, you guys, is the GoFundMe page for baby Jordan. Here we go. If you want to donate, there you go. It's from Travis Taylor. You'll see his little Superman onesie. Yeah, if you know of any businesses, even if it's a friend, whether it's not a friend, if it's something that you've tried, clothing lines, anything that is not derogatory. I don't want anything like negative. It's got to be positive. You know, I have some morals that I'm going to stick to. As long as it's not offensive, let me know. Go to my website, which I'm going to put in now. Oh, Hustle Hard. I actually was going to contact you last night because I wanted to feature you. And so I'm going to be contacting you after the show because I definitely want to support your clothing line. And I actually want to purchase the dress that had the hood. It was like gray. I love the name of your company, Hustle Hard. And I think hustlehardlife.com. Go ahead and go to the website, you guys, but I'm definitely going to be talking about it and ordering something from there. And is this your book? This is your book, right? I think this is her book. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. If you guys have a business, I do not mind you putting the link in here. That will actually help me. I was going to say, go to my website. If you know of someone, go to my website, go to contact us and give me a little information. Give me like their email, some type of social media contact, and a little bit. You don't even have to tell me what they're about. I can go to follow that information myself. But I love to support, and I really, 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 really want to continue to support people. But yes, I'm so glad Hustle Hard. I'm glad that's actually family. That's my family that I actually just met, Marlena Hunt Clark. Thank you, April. I look fabulous. I'm just joking. Thank you. I feel fabulous, girl. I do. Let me tell you. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Carol, I'm totally going to order. I'm going to order from her. And then I think we all need to order from her because especially the entrepreneurs, it's something about putting stuff out into the universe, right? So if you are a hustler, if you grind at what you do, yeah, wear it. Hustle hard. If you hustle hard, why not wear it? And the stuff is cute. Super cute. I've been to the website. So next week, Business Spotlight is going to be Hustle Hard. I'm actually, we'll talk details. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to go. I feel like the show was shorter today. Maybe because I don't know why. Was I talking fast? So yeah, if you just came on, you guys, these are the apple slice cookies. They're not cookies. They're shaped like cookies, but they're healthy. And I'm drinking the infused water. I don't know if you guys, I know the people who are just coming on are like, what is that on that tray? They're apple slice cookies. April, they're very healthy. You're going to love them. They have a little bit of everything. I just did it with the trail mix. But anyways, if you guys have not subscribed, please subscribe to my website. I will be sending the newsletter out before the end of February, and it will have these apple slice cookie recipe on there. And then, of course, I'll give you guys all of the recipes for the infused water we talked about last week. I'll give you the recipe for the red velvet brownie that we did on the Valentine's Day show. And an announcement. I have been able to talk my husband, Travis Taylor, into doing my spring show. I think it's March. I feel like it's the 12th. No, the 19th, because the first day of spring is the 20th. So he's going to be doing the show with me on the 19th, and I'm super excited about it. Rise and grind is my everyday mantra. Hustle hard is right in. Fits right in. Can't wait to rock it. I know. I cannot wait. I know. I can't wait either. I love the way that my viewers support one another. I know I've had people on the show, and when Brandon from Love by B, people ordered while we were still on the show. People were ordering, so I love to put it out there. I love that you guys are supporting one another because that's what we should do. Okay. All right. Is that everything? Let's see. Do I have any announcements? I feel like the show was so short, but I mean, I did everything I usually do. Let's see. Oh, I do have an announcement. So because of the joystick that was my business spotlight a couple of weeks ago, Valentine's show, where you can use 2 or more devices to, like, for live streaming. So like a tablet can go up here and a cell phone can go down here. So because I have this nifty thing that Joy blessed me with, I'm going to start doing live videos if I can figure it out on YouTube. I was trying to decide between Periscope and YouTube. I'm going to do YouTube because that's just the best platform for live videos. So stay tuned for that. Pray for me because, you guys, I have been researching it. It's like you have to get permission. It's all this craziness. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go over my steps that I told you guys to do to get stuff done and hopefully get this YouTube thing up and running. Okay? All right. So he's so awesome. Thank you, Carol. He loved co-hosting. Couldn't tell him anything. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to share the video. Bye, April. Bye, Carol.